Hello, my dear students, and welcome to today's class. The topic, as you all can see on the screen, is force. Okay, so children, I'm going to tell you about types of forces. What is force, first of all? What are the effects? What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? Okay, so let's start the chapter. Children, you all can see on the screen, there are different pictures. The children, they are pulling the cover, they're pushing it. Okay, now you can see kneading, okay, kicking, for throwing, everything you need force. Okay, what is force? Force is a pull or a push. Okay, a pull or a push applied on an object is called force. Okay, so to start with, a push or a pull applied on an object is called force. Either you push or you pull any object. When you're pushing or you're pulling it towards yourself, you need to apply something, and that something is called force. Fine. Now, moving to the next one. Effects of force. Okay, when you're applying force on any object, what will happen to that object? Okay, in case you are applying force to any object, what will happen? It can move a stationary object. Stationary object means the object is not moving. But if you are applying force, what will happen? This object will start moving. Then stop a moving object. In case the object is in motion and we are going to apply force, what will happen? It will stop. Then change the speed of a moving object. Okay. Then change the direction of a moving object. Suppose the object is moving in this way and we apply the force, it will start moving the other way. Okay. Change the shape of a object. Okay. Now to start with, again, force can move a stationary object. If case the object is stationary, it is not moving, and in case you apply force, what will happen? It will start moving. Fine. Now, second is force can stop the moving object. Force can stop a moving object. What you can see in this picture also, in the field, what is happening? The ball is rolling, okay, and with the help of their leg, the player, what are they doing? They are applying the force on the ball, and they are moving, stopping that moving ball. Fine. Now, force can change the speed of a moving object. Okay. Now, you can see here, the child is on the swing and he's cycling over here. Now, what will happen? As and when the force is applied, the speed of the object changes. It starts moving more faster. Okay. Then coming to the next one, Abhi. Force can change the direction of a moving object. As I told you just now, in case an object is moving in this way, okay, and you apply force over here, what will happen? It will change its direction and it will start moving the other way. Then force can change the shape of an object. You take some, what you call it, sponge, okay. You take some dough, okay. You take some sort of soft thing. What will happen? If you are going to apply force on it, okay, what will happen? It will change its shape. Fine. Now, coming to the next one. Types of forces. Okay. Now, different types of forces. It is divided into two parts. First, contact force. If in case the object is in contact with the force, it is called contact force. And in case the object is not in contact with the force, okay, that is called non-contact force. Okay. Now, for contact force, a type of force that can be applied on another object only through physical contact. Physical contact is very important over here. Okay. Between the source of the force and the object on which it is being applied, it is called contact force. Now, there are different types of contact force. First is muscular. Second is frictional force or friction. Then we start with muscular force. What is muscular force? First of all, okay, the force exerted by the muscles. We have got muscles. The force exerted by the muscles of a body are called muscular force. Okay. So to start, the force exerted by the muscles of a body of an object is called muscular force. Then coming to the next force, that is frictional force of friction. Okay. When you kick ball, it rolls on the ground to a certain distance and then stop. Why do you think that happened? This is because a certain type of force acts on a moving body, opposing its motion. This force that opposes the motion of two bodies in contact is called frictional force or friction. Okay. Now, next one. Coming to the next one. Just now I told you about contact forces. Now we move to the non-contact forces. When the object is not physically in contact with the force. Okay. Forces that are exerted on an object without any contact between the source of force and the object on which it is applied is called non-contact forces. Now, again, it is divided into three types. First is gravitational, second is electrostatic, and third is magnetic force. What happens in gravitational force? See, children, I take this and I. So, what is happening? It is coming down. Why it is coming down? Why it is not flying in the air? Because there's some gravitational force. There's a force in the earth due to which everything is attracted towards itself. Okay, the earth is attracting everything which is released in the air. Okay, it is attracting. And what happens? It falls down. Why? Due to the gravitational force. So, what is gravitational force, children? It is the force of the earth due to which everything is attracted towards. Okay. So, coming here, attraction that pulls every object in air towards the center of the earth is a type of force called gravitational force. Okay. And this gravitational force was discovered by Newton when an apple fell on his head. He realized that the apple fell down because there was some kind of force exerted by the earth that made the apple fall. Everything, whenever you throw anything in the air, what happens? It falls down back on the earth because the earth has got gravitational force. Okay. Now, we'll go for the second one. Here. Electrostatic force. Okay. Now we start with electrostatic force. You can see on your screen also the force exerted by an electrically charged body is called electrostatic force. A charged body is capable of exerting an electric charge to an uncharged body without making any contact with it. Okay. So, a very beautiful example of it. Take some bits of paper and spread on the table. Then take a ruler. Okay. Take a scale, a plastic scale, and rub it on your head. Okay. And after the rubbing, you bring it close to the bits of paper that you have laid on the table. The bits of paper will be attracted on the. It will get stick on that ruler. Due to it is why it is due to the electrostatic force. Okay. Fine, children. You can just go through this activities. There is nothing much to explain in it. It is very simple. Just read it. Okay. Now, moving to the next one. Magnetic force. What is magnetic force, children? Yeah. The force exerted by magnets on another magnet or magnetic objects like iron is called magnetic force. What is magnetic force? The force which is there in the magnet to attract all things, metals. It always attracts metals, no non-metal will be attracted by a magnet. Okay. Have you ever seen a scrapyard? You will find the crane with a huge magnet. The crane moves this magnet over the dump or scrap lying in heaps. The iron objects get attracted to the magnet and attached to it. The materials made of iron get separated from the rest of the junk and serves the purpose. You must have seen that in a scrapyard. What happens? There is a big crane with a huge magnet on it. And when this moves on the scrapyard, all the things of the iron gets attracted to it. Okay? Why? Because the magnetic force is acting on the metal, that is iron. and the iron is getting attached to that magnet now. Okay. Now, see children, a magnet, you must have learned in your previous classes, the magnet always has a north pole and a south pole. Okay. The magnet has two poles, a north pole and south pole. In case, see, we put two magnets over here. This is north pole and this is south. Okay. When these two poles, south pole and north pole, they are opposite poles. What happens in opposite poles? They attract each other. Okay. Opposite poles attract each other when it's same poles. In case it is north pole here, south pole and north pole here of the magnet. What will happen here? It will repel. Okay. It will move far away from each other. Opposite poles attracts and same poles repel. Fine, children? So, children, with this, we end the chapter. I hope you all have understood. It was very simple chapter. And please go through it again so that whatever query is there, you can just read out and solve it. Okay? Thank you and have a nice